Also move on and let's welcome on board two of our technical experts for the day. And CA Rudramurthy is joining us on the show right now from Vachana Investments, as well as Kunal Bothra is also here with us. A very good morning, gentlemen, and thank you so much for your time. Firstly, Rudra, help us understand where do you see the index moving? Because just yesterday we were seen to be consolidating for a bit for the majority part of the day. Nifty was holding in the green, but its Nifty bank was seen to be a bit under pressure. But for today, what's the trading day looking like?
See, for me, keeping the geopolitical tension and the escalations at POC, which might happen anytime, but the overall texture of the market is definitely a buy on dip market. And this market, even if you have any geopolitical tensions escalating, we will have a dip which has to be used as a buying opportunity. I can tell 10 fundamental reasons and technical reasons why this market is a buy, but only one reason why market can give a dip, that is because of this geopolitical tension. Look at GST collection. Look at also the RBI move in terms of liquidity. Look at also FII and DII both buying and providing enough liquidity to this market, and more and more and more I can keep on going. But for me, this is definitely a buy on dip market and not a market to short. Nifty, if I have to speak levels, for me support is there at 24,350, which is a very, very strong dip one can look at buying. And when it comes to resistance, yes, there is some amount of resistance at around 24,800 till where market can go. And once we break this range of 24,800, then a fresh move towards closer to that levels of all-time high can happen. But then yes, have lower leverage for sure, keeping in mind that geopolitical tension, and also remain on large cap, not on mid and small cap. And yes, hedge also your portfolio if you are on the long side, and one has to use any dip in this market to buy. Bank Nifty levels to watch for me will be 56,000. The resistance what I see on Bank Nifty, and support for Bank Nifty is at around 54,100. So use any dip to buy, have lower leverage keeping in mind the geopolitical tensions, and yes, remain with large caps.
Okay, remain with large caps. That seems to be the verdict. Kunal, hi, good morning. What's it looking like for you? Some underperformance, of course, only because of some earnings reactions yesterday. Kotak SBI dragging banks lower, Adani Group's holding up. You think this churn is here to stay?
Yeah, this churn is here to stay, and I think it should be healthy because the markets required many of the other underperforming sectors and stocks to make a comeback. So I think in that context, this could be a potentially a healthy churn for the markets, where the money would move back from the large cap names or the earlier strong performing ones back to the mid cap and the tier 2 underperformers. So I think in that sense, this could probably be playing out very well. We've also seen emergence of fresh sectors showing signs of momentum. We've seen that how defense stocks have done reasonably well. You saw the real estate stocks starting to look attractive. Chemical stocks, specialty chemical space, that's the space which is also starting to look attractive. Mid-cap stocks are seeing good volume, volume-backed price action move. So that indicates that the market are now tilting more towards, the favor of mid-caps and the tier 2 large-cap names. And I think that's where one should focus on in terms of momentum. The only interesting behavior which we are spotting in terms of the index trends on the Bank Nifty, this is like the 5th consecutive day of a reduction of open interest. And the last 7 odd days, we've seen a 20% drop in the OI for the Bank Nifty. This indicates that the market participants are expecting that sooner the Bank Nifty would again get back into a breakout mode after a 20% kind of unwinding of open interest on the positions. And for the Nifty, I think we are still flattish in terms of the OI trends. So indicates that the tilt could be more towards the Bank Nifty whenever the Bank Nifty breaks past about that 56,000 mark.
All right, so those are the levels to watch out for, as well as that's the outlook coming in on Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. But let's also get you some of the trading ideas from.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.